So we have game number 3, it's 1-1 now between these two players, and this is full Sender's home map with 4 lakes, as you can see, 4 lakes up in the corners here. We have some classic Sibs for this matchup, Persians for full Sender, fantastic civilization for hybrid maps, considering the fact that they, once you reach feudal age, their town centers and docks starts moving faster. The TCs and docks also have twice the hit points. So that's just huge for maps like these where you want to extend your economy by going for fish. Lots of free food to be taken here. And you also have a lot of mobility in that Persians have access to both heavy camel and paladin, and then with the Cast Age unique technology Commander Run, you also have the Archer's Line Gold Coast replaced by additional Wood Coast. So your crossbows after Commander Run is researched, or your Archer's Line stopping at crossbows will cost something like 70 wood or something, I don't remember right now. So if you keep those together with your cavalry, the enemy halberdiers are just a lot less scary. Citari, on the other hand, has gone with Japanese for this one. Japanese have great water potential too. They have faster work rate for the fishing ships, so they bring in the food faster. They have more hit points and armor as well, and some rates moving up through the ages. So that's it's going to be tougher to kill off the fish of the Japanese on the waters. They have faster attacking infantry as well. So if you go for example, a man-at-arms opening, as you often see for Japanese, you would have units attacking faster, so you can have an easier time out-microing and winning against mirrored compositions on the enemy. That also applies, of course, to pikemen and halberdiers as the game goes on. The Japanese units attack faster, the infantry units. That's why their halberdiers are among the best in the game, which could hurt Persians if they go for the cavalry approach. If you look around this map, so much food to be taken in the lakes, you want to try and control as many of these as possible for yourself. Also lots of neutral resources. There's 5 relics as is common for volume maps, but then there are also the neutral patches of gold and stone at different sites of the map. So you're looking at lots of resources on this map, almost like Nomad in terms of golds and stones and everything. So worst case, this could be going for a long game, seeing the previous 2 games between these two. But remains to be seen what they're going for. If someone goes for feudal action and the other goes for a wall of and fast castle, that could be a huge power spike for the fast castling player. Dock goes up for the Persian player here now, roughly at the same time as the Japanese. So not really making full use of the Persians' extra starting wood and food here, but the dock goes up at 16 population. Enemy scout will not be allowed to snipe the fisherman here because he's been quick-walled near the dock here, so no trouble there. Full Sender Scout is forward as well. Citari is not walled in for now, could just quick wall as needed though, but this could be a potential villager snipe for Full Sender on Citari's side here. Yep, I think that's... What? What? Alright, trying again. Couldn't really hit there. Good. Okay, it's because of Loom. Never mind. So the Loom was on the way for Citari. That's why Full Sender didn't attack here. Runs next to TC, takes some hits here now, so Citari will lose any scout fight between the initial scout should they come to that here. Bit of an unfortunate boar lure for Full Sender here. That tends to happen sometimes, especially when the straggler trees are positioned like this, because the boar would path around the houses and trees and everything here, and you'd end up shooting it outside of a TC. Could be a bit of a micro attention somewhere else, maybe down here or something during the lure, causing the placement like that. Citari has Loom already. Yeah, exactly. Did he have it the whole time? Got it. I checked it once and it was 25, I think, but yeah, doesn't matter. 24 villagers for both players, but Sitari going for the feudal age here should suggest some kind of feudal age action then, or an extremely fast castle, but I don't think so. 4 on gold would seem like a straight archer's build to me, maybe wanting to try and sneak a villager to contest this dock as well. I like the addition of an outpost here for Sitari. Would cover the ground here. When Town Watch comes in as well, you'd be able to see probably almost to the edge of the map. So if Full Sender tries to sneak a dock in the corner here, that outpost should reveal, if not the dock to the far corner, should it happen, then at least some ships movement around here that would give you a little heads up. No barracks just yet for Sitari, just walling off for now. The wood situation doesn't really permit, it's going to go for the full walls here, okay. Meanwhile, Full Sender is not going for any military buildings yet either. Persians with the advantage, once the feudal age is in, you will have faster working docks and town centers. So all the more reason for Japanese to try and get to the castle age quicker to maybe extend the TC on and the economy on land with more TCs. Oh, and Full Sender tries for the sneak dock here, sends a looned villager forward. Sitari is ready to take the fight here with their own villager, and bye-bye docking woman. Possibly at the cost of a scout and a villager here, but at least preventing the sneak dock in the corner this time around. It's going to be a close fight, but I think the scout wins this one. So pretty even trade there. 28 villagers for Sitari, 29 for Full Sender now as the barracks goes up for Sitari, and some kind of follow-up will be coming here. Seems to, I wouldn't say struggle for wood, but I'm not sure what the plan is here. At least committing heavily into walls here. Persians player walling a lot less. Has a galley at the ready here. That's for a good defensive measure, just in case Sitari sends a villager forward here to try and sneak dock the corner. You could have a galley on patrol to shoot that villager while trying to build that dock. Looks like Sitari wants to go into the second dock here as well. Wow, thanks so much, the Iceberg Man. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for the sub. The sub alert you hear there, that's me, my own recording of the main team. That's also played on the French horn, my instrument. So I had some fun recording the sub alerts like follow and raid and now these 3 alerts will show my horn playing. So I appreciate the support, really thank that. Hope your casting is going well as well. I had a little look at your Silver Division cast, so looks like you're having fun casting some of those small tourneys matches as well. There are lots of good matchups going on, for sure. So we might be looking at some water action here on the right hand side. It's Persian dock going up here, or is up already, something that Sitari is luckily unaware of for the time being. And yeah, scouts forward for Persians. Good call of Sitari to rush these full walls actually in towards the TC, because that means the scouts can't enter. So, Spearmen at the ready as well. They do attack faster, so the scouts will take more damage more quickly over here. Actually, Full Sender doesn't know about Sitari's presence here either, so let's see if he discovers it by chance. It's a bit fascinating to see them being so close to each other, and there we go. Sitari should see the orange house now, and may be able to produce some units before No, never mind. Full sender should see the green, the blue dot here as well, and should be able to make some. Yeah, making a galley now. Will not be able to deny the lock, but will have army presence ready by the time the Japanese player here can get to their first ship. Scouts being more of an annoyance than anything else here, but if they break through, that's going to be devastating for sure. I don't think Citari will allow that to happen though. Full sender with a bit later walling here, but now committing a little bit to it at least. Still an opening to the side here. Should be aware that there could be openings here. Castle Age on the way as well, with Persian TCs working faster. Full sender is also going to reach Castle Age not that far behind once that click is finally made. Fire Galley now out for full sender. Castle Age is almost in for Citari though. That should mean some the potential for War Galley upgrade if needed, and would give them the edge on water here, since full sender is still feudal. Spears doing great work here for Citari as well, so cleaning up all the scouts, no problem. Just one left now. Full sender about to take a third dock though, so full sender with very good water control here, and with the Persians faster working docks, that's no joke either. Castle Age on the way. A bit later, but also with the stronger eco backing everything here. 56 villagers total, and fire ships doing their best to clean up here. Citari patiently getting fire galleys up. Doesn't seem to be in a position to upgrade the ships to war galleys here. And now forward with crossbows and spearmen here, which could be hurtful, especially for the gold of full sender here. There is a back gold to flee to here for full sender, should the crossbows be an issue here though. Another stable for full sender now, luckily unaware of the archer forward that is to come here. Try some quick walls now, but that's not going to keep the crossbows out. Rushing a tower here now, but crossbows with Bodkin should still be able to challenge that to some extent, maybe. And still some water fighting. Oh, huge investment of full sender here on this pond with 2 docks and lots of galleys here. Could be a compensation just in case Citari goes for the war galley upgrade here, so I can understand the numbers for sure. Crossbows doing surprisingly little for Citari here, and Castle Age in for full sender with lots more villagers overall here. It's suddenly in a very strong position now, committing to a mix of scouts and knights here. Where are the other? Yeah, it's quadruple stables at least, and a mix of scouts and knights here. That's going to boost up the armor numbers very quickly here. Deep fish about to run out here, but you could always go into fish traps as needed once those are depleted, so the ships aren't completely useless. 4 stables, production consistent with knights here now. I think the scouts may have been added pre-Castle Age just to have some more army on the field, but you can't really deny the fact that full sender is now in control out of 3 of 4 ponds, which is a humongous lead in terms of food income here. That's 28 fish for full sender, no farms, I assume. A few farms actually, maybe not strictly needed here, but they are probably a bit more efficient than long distance fishing could be. Crossbows forward again, but then again you have Persians. Their knights deal bonus damage against archers, so Persians have an even easier time dealing with archers with their knights line than other cavalry civs do. Numbers rapidly increasing here, adding fish out of all of the docks as well, as houses will go down here for Citari. Worst case could get pop capped here, actually, in the middle of all this production. But Full Sender is keeping um, good both eco and RV production here. Did not challenge against the crossbows because the +2 wasn't in here. Let's have a look at the Japanese player's eco here. Looks like, yeah, got housed as mentioned, so is a bit disturbed by houses going down, but then again, quite a significant mass of crossbows here to maybe be able to take the hill here with some still spears, though why not go into pikeman here? It's 32 against 19 here, but there are spears in the mix that should most definitely be becoming pikemen as soon as possible. Sitari chooses to take the fight here, will be surrounded by knights, and may or may not be forgetting that these are indeed Persian knights with some bonus damage. +2 certainly helping out the fight as well, but this round is a slaughter on the crossbowmen with pikemen. Could have been a different story actually, but all in all, Sitari struggles to keep up with the Persian eco here. 85 to 54 villagers in the end for Full Sender. 3 pawns already in control of Full Sender at the 26-minute mark, and that's game, losing the whole archer mass just like that. So Full Sender obviously prepared for their home map here. Massive economy. 38 to 13 KD here. Largest army actually not, but stronger army in the knights there. Food and wood, massive lead there overall, and roughly the same gold collected. Sitari was collecting stone, may have been thinking about a forward castle on this hill, which could have been huge against the full center here, having that as a fallback point for the archers. But didn't quite get to that. Then there's the villager high, which is obviously of significance here, and in the end, the timeline. More army for Sitari, but then mainly knights here for full center, also with that bonus attack playing a big role here.